What up, y'all? I am DJ Qball,
It's your boy Jilla Beats.
Hey, it's your boy Versatile.
and this is the Unplugged Talk podcast. You know what I'm saying? And right here is where we gonna give y'all some straight up info. You know what I mean? Real talk, unscripted. You know what I'm saying? And to the point. You feel me? Like for real. But before we get into all that, man, how y'all feeling, man?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. The energy's great.
Man,
Bless.
I couldn't wait for this day.
Man, excited with you.
Man, I couldn't wait for this day.
Yeah.
Straight up. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Like, when I thought about it, I was like, man, this gonna be something, you know, because this is like information that people like need to hear.
Exactly.
That really nobody is saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man.
Yeah, getting that real information. You know what I mean? Like, from everything we all have done, you know, our history, you know, the present and the future, the things that come. I can't see anybody better doing what we're doing.
Man, I'm trying to tell you. But look, man, we gonna go on and we gonna go on and get started, man. Cause
Hey, so
man.
look, wait, because this the first episode, man. Excuse me, I'm a little blowed. You know what I'm saying? I was rushing to get here, like man, because I had left stuff. I wanted to have some stuff sitting up here, like man, like he said, I was excited too. Like man, I'm all late, and I'm like, man, so let me go ahead and go. And then it was an accident on the E-way, so it added more traffic. So I was like, oh man.
Oh, so yeah, so see, what happened was what happened was your motion got stopped.
Oh man.
Your motion got stopped.
Motion got stopped.
You know what
man.
I'm saying?
A little interference.
Yeah,
Man.
you feel me?
Hey,
But speaking of motion, man, how y'all feel about moving versus motion? Like how y'all feel about that? Because it's a difference, and a lot of people don't feel like that.
yeah.
They feel like when they are moving, they have motion, but that's not the case.
Right.
True.
You know what I'm saying? That's not the case.
Facts.
So I'm like, and every day I'm on social media, I'm like, and I be looking at some of these posts, and I'm like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, man. So let's dive into that.
So what's motion?
Okay, my definition, you know, this is my definition. I actually posted a video maybe a couple weeks ago on social media. I gave a visual representation of what I feel like motion is and what moving is.
Yeah.
So, first let me say everything that moves don't have motion, first of all. You know what I'm saying? So, now I'm sitting in this chair, and if I just start shaking, I'm moving.
Yeah.
But if I get up out this chair and walk off, I got motion.
True.
So, you know, a lot of people be doing certain things thinking they have motion, you know, big capping on the internet, and they just be moving.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. A lot of times, you know, it's one of those things where you even compare like the old school to the new school way of doing things. You know, in the old school way, it wasn't as fast and accessible like the internet is. You know what I mean? So it's like it wasn't based off of basically how fast you can do something or make it look or appear a certain way. You had to really dig and find stuff.
So do y'all think like because of the internet is like why people like make certain decisions?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you know, that determines a lot of like action that goes on.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I compare that to? In all honesty, I compare that to back in the day when we was in school, right? And you had people that were the in crowd. You had people that were like considered nerds, right? The people that were nerds, like, man, you know, any slight little thing the cool people did, man, that's so cool. Wish I could be a part of that. You know, if I can get one little moment to shine like that and do that, I'm gonna act like that and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? And they get a little taste of it. So, you know, it's like then they try to act that part, but it really ain't in them.
Right.
It ain't really who they are. But
Right.
they're trying to impress a certain amount of people and crowd to the point where they're like, they kind of get lost in the sauce, not remembering who they were. You know what I'm saying, and not having that foundation like they used to have. So then by the time you look up, they doing stuff just to entertain and to impress people, and lose their sense of identity and the purpose they started for in the first place. So they don't really get no motion.
Exactly. What up? This episode is being sponsored by CRSMG Radio.
All music, all the time.
You've never heard radio like this.
And I promise you, make sure you download that app. It's in the App Store and Google Play Store. It is worldwide.
So, do you think artists release music too early, or not too early, like too fast, like it's not a lot of time spent on the work? You
Yes,
know what I'm saying?
They release music entirely too early.
Too fast.
Entirely.
So, like, why? So, like, do you think the internet plays a part in that as well? Like, because of like
Definitely.
today's technology, and like now you have these
But
different streaming platforms that allow you to upload music and it can be out in like 24 hours. Like, so it's like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Or
well, it all depends. But let's just go back to releasing it too early. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, if you are if you feel a certain way about your record, like you know it's a hit, or you feeling good about your record, you need to stand on that record. I don't care how long it take. You know what I'm saying? Because nothing happens overnight. Nothing happens in a week, a month, or maybe even a year.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You have to like stand on that record.
Yes.
right.
You know what I mean? But people be like, oh, this record ain't doing nothing, so let me go on to the next.
Make another song.
Right, make another song, and then that song be damn near like the last song.
Right.
You ain't switched nothing up. You got the same cadence, the same beat, you know, same everything. So it's damn near gonna do the same thing the last song done. So you might as well spend time on that record.
It goes back to what you were saying, though, as far as even, you know, them trying to hurry up and do something. It's almost like trying to, win the rat race. You know what I mean? It's like, I got to hurry and put something else out, you know, because they already have, I'm keeping it book. A lot of people, you know, consumers like this, but then sometimes some artists like this too, where they have the attention span of a gnat.
Yes.
Right? So it's like, okay, where we know it's going to take time to break that record.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, okay, well, I did that record. I'm already tired of that record. It's been 2 weeks. It's been a month. I'm tired of that record. Okay, you're tired of it, but it's old to you, per se, new to the consumers. You know what I'm saying? So they try to, you know, that rat race. And with the internet, going back to the internet part, releasing too fast. It's like, I got to put out as much as I possibly can because one of these is about to, it's going to stick. One of them's going to stick.
Right.
And instead of it going, okay, you know what, let me put a real rollout together. Let me plan this out accordingly and use strategy. They try to beat everybody else to the punchline, and then the competition amongst peers. Yeah. Same thing. Okay, you put out 10 songs in this last couple of weeks. I'm put out 20.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, no, you ain't about to outshine me type thing, but so then we have quantity versus quality.
But check this out. Now let me piggyback off that. I don't know if you saw, I made a post about, you know, how artists are all featuring each other and hugging and shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you said there's a competition about who can put out what, but each one of them is on each one of them song. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's really like, it's really no competition. Right. You know what I'm saying? And kind of like it's kind of crazy because I saw some stuff, you know, I was outside and I saw some stuff and I was like, okay, this is kind of what's needed. You know what I'm saying? Right here, because too many people are hugging and featuring with each other and this and that. So all y'all stuck in this same spot. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. And nobody is going up the ladder because everybody too busy. Oh, let's do this song. Let's do this, and this. And the songs do nothing. Right. And then now everybody mad. Right. And we seeing what we seeing today. Right. But, you know, to piggyback off of that part there, it's almost one of those things. And I've told artists this before, even though it's like people are like, oh, it's a friendly competition, blah, blah, blah. You know, they hang around each other the whole nine. It's like, again, trying to fit into the in crowd. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's popular. They doing these events over here all the time. They over here. They releasing records like this. Okay, Jilla got a buzz. Let me get a song with Jilla. Oh, Qball got a buzz. Let me get a song with Qball. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause if even if one of mine isn't cracking like that,
And y'all two got a buzz, and I'm gonna crack off of y'all's, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna cross. In a sense, it's good marketing. In a sense, it's not, because they're not approaching in that aspect. It's almost like keep your friends close, enemies closer.
Right.
So if I can keep tabs on what y'all doing, you know what I'm saying? Y'all thinking, oh, we buddy, we cool. You know what I'm saying? Okay, bet. So, okay, you ain't gonna look and see it coming. You know what I'm saying? For the ultimate betrayal.
That's crazy.
So this is what happens though. I watched it for years. So then it goes, okay, boom. All right. Think about it for a minute. One of y'all blows. Boom. Pause. One of y'all blows. Right? All of a sudden, it's like, man, y'all done forgot we worked together. We was cool. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because at the end of the day, one of y'all had in your mind like, okay, yeah, that's cool. I'll work with you. You know, some work together, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, because I'm not going to let you pass me, though. So as long as I can see what you're doing and you thinking we cool, you ain't trying to outshine me. You no longer, hypothetically, my competition because you feel we mutual partners. So then by the time you look up, and I figured out how to get a couple extra steps to pass you, you know what I'm saying? You ain't seeing it. So when I make that leap, you're going, wait, bro, hold up. I thought, what about us? What's up? What's up? You know what I'm saying? And then they have no explanation, nothing like that. That's why they say all the time, like, yeah, when people make it, they change. They get Hollywood. This isn't. It ain't they got Hollywood. They was keeping an eye on you.
Exactly.
And now they figured out, okay, look, now I eliminated the competition without even have to put it out there or make it seem like I'm eliminating the competition. So now, okay, boom, yeah. So while you're sitting here thinking like this, and now you're in your emotions and your feelings, I got a record deal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I see that all the time too. It's a lot of finagling stuff that goes on. I'm like, and I try to tell them, say, get your business in order. Get educated about the business you're in. You know what I'm saying? You are your brand. You are your business. Nobody's going to handle your business like you. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother area we can talk about.
What up? This episode is being sponsored by CRSMG Radio.
All music, all the time.
You've never heard radio like this.
Now, I promise you, make sure you download that app. It's in the App Store and Google Play Store. It is worldwide.
But with getting that record deal, with that being said, would you rather chase the record deal or still chase being independent?
We got to think about it. The labels aren't like the labels used to be.
Right.
So people that have never tasted it are still going to go after that. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? If everybody's talking about having sex around you and you ain't never had sex before, even though you're like, man, okay, cool. I had this experience. This person had this experience, blah, blah, blah. In your head, you got all these experiences. It ain't gonna be like your own. So they can tell you all day long, don't do this, don't do that. Hey, make sure you strap up. You're like, yeah, that's cool. But in that moment is when it gets real.
Right. But me thinking like an artist, you know what I'm saying? I would say stay independent.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? I would say that, you know, stay independent because, you know, but certain people don't think that way and they feel like, okay, they want the machine behind them, you know, to cover all this and this. You know what I'm saying?
I just need a chance type of mentality. Right. Like, for example, I think it's kind of hard, like, for upcoming artists, too, to not pass up that record deals. Like, for example, that artist probably ain't never seen $100,000 a day in their life.
I'm glad you used that number.
They say, hey, come to the office, you know, let's have this meeting, let's talk some things over, and boom, you walk in there, they got 100,000 cash on the table along with that piece of paper.
Right.
So right then in that moment, that's like you say, you never know until you get in that moment.
So let me be devil's advocate real quick. Okay, so first of all, getting a label deal is nothing but a bank and you getting a loan.
Correct.
So if you being independent, you know what I'm saying, all you have to do is work on your personal credit.
Yeah.
Right? Yep. Then get you some business credit and fund your career that way. And you got your $100,000 on plastic.
Right.
Correct.
But unless you just want to make a money phone on a picture for the internet, that's another story.
Exactly.
But you can hold your card up to your ear.
Right.
And have 150 on it.
Facts.
And that's off you. You know what I'm saying? And that's a deal between you and that bank.
Right.
You feel me?
But then
now, but wait. Now, when you get a deal, boy, do you know how much return you got to do? Man. You ain't even finna get no ROI.
Right.
At all.
That part.
At all.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? You can sign your life away for 100 bands if you want. You know what I'm saying? Even though it look good sitting right here, it look good, boy. God damn, 100 bands. You can pick it up and.
So you just told that artist what you just said, and they still say, "Man, I'm still gonna sign."
Well, you got to let them do. You got to do this.
But you know where that comes from though. You just put two things in the equation that artists really don't want to do.
Right.
One being business. Mm-hmm. Getting educated and knowing business. Because if they're not going to take the time out, you got to think about it for a minute. If you're passionate about your music and passionate about being in this field, and you see it on TV and blah, 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 even since a kid, blah, 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 right? All that. But you still don't want to do the paperwork. You still don't want to, handle the business part of it. All you want to do is, I just want the creative part. I don't care about all this like that. So, okay, that's one, right? Mm-hmm. They don't know how to do the business part of it.
Right.
The other part of it, as far as like you're saying, as far as return on investment, they don't think like that. So it's at the end of the day, they're looking like, okay, what can I get right now? What's going to happen? And then also I have the machine behind me too. They're looking at like I said, what I've been noticing is a new school mentality, right? But an old school desire.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's okay, I seen y'all cats do this. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Example, Crucial Conflict.
Mm-hmm.
And the movement, how that went, you right? Mm-hmm. Okay, boom. If they're looking at that, looking at T, you know what I'm saying? Looking at Shauna, looking at, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, y'all did this right here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all still standing right here. So, okay, yeah, we want that kind of machine too type thing. Not realizing what all comes in,
But the times change.
That's what I'm saying. And they don't look at that and they look at, okay, well, man, okay, y'all had it like this. So the only thing that seems like it gets compared as far as like y'all old school or y'all, you know what I'm saying, OG status back here with that. We can do the same thing y'all did, but we got the internet, we got all this access, we got, you know what I'm saying, we can do it whenever we feel like it. We ain't got to do, you know what I'm saying, no rollouts if we don't want to. And that's where it starts getting the lines blurred and misconstrued. Because then it's like, okay, you know what, I can do this, this, and this. I even go a step further than that. There's artists that even approach me like, can you do my paperwork for me? I'm like, why would I do your paperwork for you? You gonna pay me to do it? Okay, if you don't do that, cool. But right. I'm like, why would I want to do that? It's your business.
Right.
You should be wanting to know that your accounting and all. You should know all this yourself.
But I'm gonna tell you something. Mm-hmm. Even when you saying what you just said right there, them same exact words, that's you consulting them then.
That's my point.
So you need to be charging them for the conversation in the beginning anyway.
But see, here's the thing, and that's why I think a lot of times a lot of my rants be, man, I'm giving y'all free game, and you don't even want it, but your goal.
They're not paying
attention.
attention.
We're gonna go into another. You know what I'm saying?
They're not paying attention though.
They're go over there though. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm gonna tell you, each one of us posts be gems.
Yes.
Like the stuff that we post.
Yes.
Now, if it's totally up to them to decipher it and take it in and understand what we saying.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But we definitely giving them information for free.
For free.
What up? This episode is being sponsored by CRSMG Radio.
All music, all the time.
You've never heard radio like this.
And I promise you, make sure you download that app. It's in the App Store and Google Play Store. It is worldwide.
Do you think? So do you think this is a part of artist development? Like that
as far as
needed?
As far as which part? I'm sorry.
Which part?
As far as the explaining the business aspect on, like what you doing.
No,
like,
that's part of a consultation.
Right.
What you just said. Right. That's a consultation.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
artist development be more like, okay, let me show you how to do it properly.
Right. How to be an actual artist.
Right. That part.
Now that could be a bullet point in the consultation.
Right.
But the consultation is required to even get to artist development.
Right. Because to go off what because I know I see your brain turning, right? To go off what you're thinking, compare it like this. An artist back here getting taught how to do all these things, interviews, how to properly navigate so you're not wasting studio time, you know what I'm saying? Like all, you know what I'm saying, how to make sure you're able to keep your breaths, breath control, everything, all these things, how to dress, for your stylist, all these artist development on that side of it. But the area where it gets great at is the internet. because now the numbers games are coming into play, like the streaming services and all that. So everybody's playing a number game. So instead of them going ahead, and they already eliminated the artist development part of it. So instead of focusing on that part, like you have a talent, you know how to engage people. And we can work on the look a little bit, but as far as like having to do artist development thing, why I think that so many people, and I'm not even being funny, but being serious, how many people that make it as being stars that blew up off of internet, YouTube and stuff like that, they don't have that backing like that, are horrible at interviews and things of that nature.
Exactly.
And stage presence.
No artist development.
No artist development. So, but it's like your numbers, you can bring the numbers, we can capitalize off of that. That's what we're going to do. We're going to capitalize off your numbers.
Yep.
And that's where it goes.
Yep.
Think about it, I just read earlier. I was sitting there like, I've been trying to tell these folks. I shared it too. I said, I've been trying to tell these folks. Spotify, 2023, 12 point whatever billion they made off of artists. Artists get 0.003 cents per stream.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Come on. You see what I'm saying? So it's a numbers game. They're winning.
So look, I'm glad you mentioned that, right?
Yeah.
As independent artists, where do we go from here with the streaming type thing? Because artists not getting their money. Like it's a whole different ball game right now. Like you actually really gotta make a hit record.
You know what it's doing? You know what it's doing, and this is what artists don't look at. The same money they think. Okay, think about it this way: they're capitalizing, making money off the stream part, right? As far as the companies are, the artists. Now, artists, they're like, okay, we can drop this music whenever we feel like it. Okay, but we're hoping it's gonna pick up and blow. How much money are they putting behind marketing dollars?
That's even with that. If you're still getting that percentage, you know what I'm saying? Like you just broke down as far as with Spotify, you're still getting that percentage. You still ain't making no money.
You know what I'm saying though? I'm telling the artists. What are the artists putting up as marketing dollars? Here's what I'm saying. I'm trying to segue into a certain part here. Check it out, right? Because I work with the major stations and all that too. A lot of people don't know that. They're gonna find out all this information as we continue our podcast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what they're not realizing is, at a minimum, for one song, it's to break that song and even get looked at to possibly get played on terrestrial radio, major radio.
Yeah,
$150,000. There's folks that are artists that ain't making $150,000 in the next 7 years, 8 years, 10 years. You get what I'm saying? How are they gonna invest that?
And also, it ain't even about the hit record.
Yeah,
It ain't even about the hit record, bro.
yeah.
It's about if you popping on the internet right now.
That's what I'm saying. Yep.
If you viral, that's what. If you
Exactly.
viral,
Exactly.
if your song go viral, it ain't even got to be a hit. That just 'cause viral don't mean hit, bro.
It sure don't. You're absolutely right.
I get what y'all saying with that, but okay. So I'm saying from the aspect of okay. So even when the song goes viral, right? It still got to be some type of money coming in, right? You know what I'm saying? And if the numbers are still them numbers, even if it goes viral, the artist still not getting that money that they supposed to get. Is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and that's why it comes down to it. But I think a lot of times, right, as independent artists, they're really strong on merch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They're strong on.
You have to be.
You have to. But the thing about it goes back to again the business structure. If people artists aren't business minded, they're not thinking merch. They're not thinking other streams of income. Even as a regular person on an everyday basis, you in your mind you go, okay, you know what? This 1 9 to 5 might not be my only ticket because that's not what it's set up for in the first place. So okay, so now I got to figure out something. I might go in as a female might go, you know what? I'm working this 9 to 5. That's gonna pay my bills. Okay, bet. But I'm gonna go in and start these lashes company. I'm gonna go in and do this nails. I'm gonna do this hair. I'm gonna do side hustles, right? Same thing with fellas. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that, right? Not get into all that. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Okay, I gotta do what I gotta do type thing, right? If artists don't have that mentality as an artist, they're not gonna see much income coming in. Because even you do shows, there's people that I've helped put on tours, major tours, right? That they gotta look so they can go on these tours, right? But they're like, okay, check it out. You ain't gotta pay because you dope. and you turn the crowd out, don't even trip. Bet. But we're not gonna pay you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to figure out your way there, all that. You know what I'm saying? Staying on the tour. You ain't got to pay to be on it. You got to be able to pay to maintain staying on it. And then how you make your money is how you make your money. We highly recommend you get your merchandise.
Listen, let me tell you, I have been all over the country, and I've been to many events and saw many artists that was cold.
Yeah.
I'm talking about cold.
Yeah.
But guess what? When I left, I couldn't remember who they was because they didn't have no motherfucking merch, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I'd be like, damn, who was the motherfucker that had that song? Woo, 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 you know what I'm saying? But they didn't give me no flyer, no card, no t-shirt, no nothing.
Correct.
So it is very important,
Yeah.
you know, for artists to have merch, man. That is like a whole, you know, that's two things in one. That's getting you revenue plus future revenue.
Correct.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
So now, with the merch and back to what I was saying with the music and with the streaming, what is the next? What's like
The next step.
the next thing now? You know, they took the CDs and tapes from them, so ain't no out the trunk, ain't none of that no more. So now that still goes back to what I'm saying, like.
I got an answer for you.
How are the independent artists for one?
How can they survive off the streaming?
How they gonna how?
Okay, I'll take you back to this way. And there's certain artists applying this now. You know what I'm saying? I know some folks that been on strange music. You know what I'm saying? Other places that started out implementing the same thing. Your own website.
Yep.
Your own website, creating your own way. You know what I'm saying? If people really gonna support you, whether you have, think about it this way. If you're trying to go for the numbers like everybody else in the rat race, right? And you're going numbers, but they ain't equating to that payout, right?
Yeah.
You get you good, I'll say 200, let's give a bigger, 200 to 400 solid, consistent people that follow you.
Yeah.
You tell them, all right, look, this single, y'all support me, I'm independent. This single, I know it's going to be high, but if y'all pay $5, boom, you know what I'm saying? You're helping me out, but also you're getting the single nobody else is getting because it's direct to consumer.
Look, I don't mean to cut you off, but look, I know an artist right now that has a way that he get his music to his consumers.
Yeah.
And what he's doing is letting them pay what they want.
Yeah.
He don't have okay, this is $5, this. He letting them pay what they want. He made $1,000 off 15 copies in 30 minutes.
Yeah. It's supply and
You
demand.
know what I'm saying?
Supply and
So it's different ways. You just got to figure out how to finagle this system because we would never figure out the correct pay we should be getting from these streaming services because that's the back end shit.
correct.
Nobody shows their back end.
Right.
I just said that on somebody post the other day.
Right.
Nobody shows their back end. So we don't even know the formula of how they even came up with this 0.00033 cent shit.
Right.
Like we don't even know.
Right.
How did y'all even come up with this formula for a play push?
Right.
And
Like,
you know what's even crazier than that? And a lot of artists don't pay attention to going through the distro kids and all that stuff like that, right? The artists that don't have their music registered or not claiming their payouts and things of that nature, the artists that do benefit from it are the top artists. They put all this money in the pool, right? As soon as it's quarterly payout, boom, okay. Oh, you didn't send. My bad. You didn't claim yours. Jilla, you didn't claim yours. You know, Qball, you ain't claim yours. Guess what? Y'all together, y'all made 100,000. You don't even know it because you ain't trying to claim it. So guess who's getting that now? We're gonna send it to our biggest artist over here, Drake. Where does money come from? Oh, don't worry about that. That's just incentive.
that show was happening right now.
That's what's happening. Yeah.
Like especially with the the Spotify new rules type stuff. Like it's finna get crazy for these artists. So they're gonna have to figure out a way to make some bread.
That's my whole point.
They're gonna have to figure
That's what I'm
it
saying
out.
though. Okay, give you an example, a site, right? I'll give you a good site that, you know what I'm saying, has been around for some years now that some people take advantage of and some people don't. Bandcamp. Bandcamp allows you to put your music and your merch and all that on there. They've been evolving, right?
Yeah.
You set your pricing, all that, you know what I'm saying? How many copies you want to go out, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, everything. You do it all right there. Yeah. And they don't collect from it. You collect from it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, people don't look into these things. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's not popular. It don't sound
but
like...
But every year they're paying out millions of dollars though. You know what I'm saying? Because people, hey, your stuff, hey, here you go. You know what I'm saying? And you have control of that. I was saying that as an easier way as one kind of platform. Yeah. But if you have your own website and you go, you know what? I'm setting all this up myself. That's the way it's got to be. Now, think about this. If you compare that, right? Yeah. Like you said, we don't have CDs no more. We don't have tapes back in the day. Mm-hmm. That's your CDs and tapes. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you're able to pop off merch and this, you know what I'm saying? Before, think about it. Yeah, you might have merch back in the day, but your main thing was, shoot, if I can pop off these CDs, go to these mom and pop stores, you know what I'm saying, and hit these gas stations and, you know what I'm saying, pull up on people, I can pop them outside. I was trunk.
But as an independent artist, like, if you have a true solid fan base,
yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like you say, get your site going.
Man,
you probably can still pop off CDs or thumb drives and T-shirts and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's direct to consumer.
Correct.
You charging what you want to charge, and ain't no middleman, because the site ain't. I mean, well, you probably paying what $25
right.
for the. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So right. So you know, I mean, but yeah, it's direct to consumer. You know what I'm saying? And you set your price, and ain't no middleman chopping your shit down.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And it's something tangible that they can have.
Right.
You feel me? Like something that they can hold.
Right.
They could, if you putting out a CD and you got a J card in there, and you pull it out, and they could look at the artwork, look at who produced this, who did that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Something tangible that they can hold.
And what, you gotta wait until you go viral, or does it have to be good music?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said
if you got a true fan base.
If you're comparing numbers.
Well, that's different if you got a true fan base.
If you have 100 people that are out here right now, right, that say, I support anything you do, Jilla. 100 people. Think about it for a minute. Okay, 100 people. You release, I don't care, whatever, a song, EP, whatever, and you're like, you know what? And let's say everybody, all of them pay $5. You just make $500, bro. Mm-hmm. You're making $500 with 100 people on streaming services. It's gonna take you a minute to get to that.
Yeah, because it ain't even got to be, bro. Like, people are stuck on this big stream numbers and this. Like, you got to get, man, I don't know how many millions and billions of streams to get a little decent piece of money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So, like he said, like $5, 100 people, that's an easy 500.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Easy 500. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like, man, bro.
Yeah. Even if you had 10 people, think about it. If you had 10 people that was like, I support you heavily per month, right? And you did $5. Each of them spent $5. 10 people, that's $50 extra per month, right? You still ain't getting it on streaming. By the time you get to $50, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a while because you got to wait and the streaming and all that. But going back to what you were saying, because someone as far as the formula, right? Mm-hmm. And I was thinking about something, it sparked something. When we do split sheets, if all of us participate on that song and we split in the percentages, right?
Mm-hmm.
Think about the percentages. The more people you have, the less percentage. Right? So if we go, how many people in a corporation? How many people are actually, you know what I'm saying, eating off of the streams, you know what I'm saying, that are going? Why is it that low of a number? You got a whole massive amount of people that are eating the benefit off of whatever you're doing, and you're taking the crumbs.
And then to put things into more perspective, like a human over an ant, with a magnifying glass.
Yeah.
The owner of the streams, of the platforms, ain't never stepped a foot in a studio ever in her life.
Facts. That's facts.
Ever.
Forever. That's facts.
Ain't spit not one bar.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
That's facts. That is facts.
So it's time to get our own streaming company.
But see, this is the thing.
Go ahead.
Who know the code? Somebody got to write the code for that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we don't. That's what we don't have. If we had the code to write the program for that, and we could set our own values in there, this stream will be this much.
Yeah,
we own, Joe.
But see, check it out though. Going off of that though, that's why it's like the popularity game. You look at the popularity of what streaming services is doing what. Everybody's like, man, shoot, Joe, Spotify, they giving out plaques. You did $1 million, this, and this. Okay, so they're aiming for that. Oh, I seen so-and-so do it, right? Yeah. And the reason I'm saying I'm comparing is this. You got Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, right? You got all these different ones, right? Mm-hmm. Tidal was the one that was set up by the artist for the artist. Mm-hmm. You know how many artists rejected and refused to even go that direction, and they paid you more per stream?
Yeah, because that's because the names, the vanity is what, you know what I'm saying? Like how you have name brand and you have off brand.
Yeah.
But and sometimes the off brand be better than the name brand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got Spotify, you got Apple, you got this. People tend to lean more towards the one that's more popular, the one that's everybody saying and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But man, listen. Look, y'all. I think we said a whole lot today. Sure did. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we got some more to come.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So we gonna get ready to wrap this up. But look, I need everybody to hit me up on Instagram at I am DJ Qball, all social media. You know what I'm saying? What's y'all's, man? What's y'all socials, man?
Man, hit me up. Everything. Jilla Beats. EJILLABEATS. Lock in with your boy, the Orchestration Institute. You dig?
Oh, you already know it's but Versatile. You can find me everywhere at This Is Versatile. THISISVERSATILE. You already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Big Fleet DJs. And we doing all this stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Make sure y'all hit us up on the Instagram page. You know what I'm saying? The Unplugged Talk Podcast.
Yeah.
At the Unplugged Talk Podcast, because what we doing is straight up, no chaser. You know what I'm saying?
No
Real
filters.
talk.
That's right.
No filters at all.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Peace, y'all.